Dear students, in continuation with the problem solving of BET equation, in the last lecture we had seen about solving two problems based on straightforward simple problems which were asked to calculate surface area from BET equation. In that, a simple thing was given to you, the volume required for formation of monolayer at STP conditions was given to you, and area of cross section of the gas molecules were given. But many a times it is not possible to have area of cross section directly, but we have densities of different gases. So from those density values, how we can calculate area of cross section, that we will see it in this lecture. We will see problems based on calculations of area of cross section, and then how that can be used for calculating the surface area of the adsorbent surface that we will be calculating here. BET method was used to determine the surface area of powdered copper. Here the powdered copper is being used as adsorbent. So BET method was used to determine surface area of powdered copper. In this experiment, 1.5 cm cube of hydrogen gas was adsorbed at STP. At STP, 1.5 cm cube of hydrogen was adsorbed. So we have Vx is equal to 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 dm cube per gram of copper powder. If the density of the liquid hydrogen, here you have been provided density of liquid hydrogen is 0.07 into 10 raised to minus 3 kilogram per cubic meter. Calculate the surface area of copper powder. So this is little bit different than what we have been solving it. We have been given Vx as we in the previous problems, but instead of giving area of cross section of the adsorbate molecules, you have been provided with density of the adsorbate molecules. So you need to calculate the area of cross section of hydrogen molecules. So, but first we will be calculating the number of molecules of hydrogen gas adsorbed for formation of monolayer. For that, we can calculate as number of hydrogen molecules adsorbed will be equal to 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 upon 22.4 into 6.022 into 10 raised to 23. So this will be giving us the number of molecules of hydrogen adsorbed over 1 gram of copper powder for formation of monolayer. This, when we calculate, will be giving us 4.03 into 10 raised to 19 molecules. 4.03 into 10 raised to 19 molecules. Now this will be the number of molecules. We need to now calculate the area of cross section. The area of cross section can be calculated from this liquid or density. What we know is that density will be equal to mass upon volume. Density can be equated as mass upon volume, and that will be giving us, this mass will be molecular mass. So we can calculate it for, if we divide it by Avogadro's number, it will be giving us mass of or density of each of the molecules. So Na into V. We have been provided V, so we can calculate the number of molecules or the volume of each of the gas molecule. We can calculate it from this particular formula. We have density, we have molecular mass, we have Na, so we can calculate volume of each of the hydrogen molecules. So that is V will be equal to rho into V will be equal to M upon rho into V, rho into Na. So this will be 2 grams is the molecular weight of hydrogen, so it will be 2 into 10 raised to minus 3 kilograms for hydrogen, that is kilogram per mole divided by rho is 0.07 into 10 raised to minus 3 kilogram per cubic meter. Na is 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 molecules. So this when we solve it, kilogram gets cancelled, and we will get here as 4.75 into 10 raised to minus 29 cubic meter as the volume of each of the molecules of hydrogen. This will be giving us volume of molecules of hydrogen. From this volume we can calculate V is equal to, what we have is, we can assume the molecules as spheres. So from this we can calculate V is equal to 4 pi r cube will be giving us the radius from this. From radius we can calculate the area of cross section. Area of cross section is nothing but area of cross section will be equal to pi r square. Area of cross section is pi r square. So what we need is, we need r. So R can be obtained from this particular formula, where if we know the volume of each of the molecule, from that volume we can assume the molecule to be spherical. So from that sphere we can calculate the volume of the sphere, we can calculate R. So we will get R cube will be equal to 3V upon 4 pi. This will be 3 into 4.75 into 10 raised to minus 29 upon 4 into 3.14 will be giving us R cube, and the cube root of this will be giving us R. So R can be obtained after finding out the cube root of this as 2.24 into 10 raised to minus 10 meters. This will be giving us R value. Now if we substitute this in this particular formula, so we can get the R square. So pi r square. So this area of cross section will be sigma. So we can get from this as 3.14 into 2.24 into 10 raised to minus 10 square. So this area of cross section we are getting here is, if we multiply this, do the square of this and then multiply it by 3.14, we will get 15.75 into 10 raised to minus 20 meter square. This will be our area of cross section. So from this sigma we have it, and we have previously calculated the number of molecules as X equals 4.03 into 10 raised to 19. So our surface area, now surface area of copper powder will be equal to S equals to X into sigma. X is 4.03 into 10 raised to 19 into 15.75 into 10 raised to minus 20. This will be giving us as 6.34 in meter square per gram of copper powder. So this will be giving us the surface area of for this particular molecule. So students, we will see about the fourth problem in this, that is the density of liquid methane is given to you as 0.466 into 10 raised to 3 kilogram per cubic meter. You have been asked to calculate the approximate cross-sectional area of sigma of methane molecule. That is, we have been asked to find out sigma. What we have been given is rho, that is 0.466 into 10 raised to 3 kilogram per cubic meter. The value is being given to you. So this is very much similar to the last problem. Here what we need to do is we have to just calculate sigma rather than going to the surface area, because here the volume at STP or NTP is not being given to you, so we cannot calculate surface area, but we can calculate the sigma value of methane molecules. So for this what we can do is from rho density we can calculate volume of 1 mole of gas, and we can calculate volume of each molecule by dividing it to with Avogadro's number. So this will be giving us rho will be equal to m upon v into Na, where v will be the volume of one molecule. So we can calculate v equals to m upon rho into Na. This will be giving us volume of each molecule. So volume of each molecule of methane. Volume of one molecule of methane can be calculated as V is equal to m upon rho into Na, where rho is density of the methane gas, m is molecular mass of the methane, Na is Avogadro's number. So molecular mass of methane is 12 plus 4 16 grams per mole, 16 grams per mole, so that can be equal to 16 into 10 raised to minus 3 kilogram per mole, because here density we are taking it in kilograms, so mass here molecular mass will also be to be taken into kilograms. Then we have rho is given to us, Na is 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 molecules. So if we substitute here, we will get V equals 16 into 10 raised to minus 3 upon we have 0.466 into 10 raised to 3 into 6.022 into 10 raised to 23. So if we calculate this, we will have 16 divided by 0.466 divided by 6.022 as 5.70 into 10 raised to, if this goes up as minus 3, so minus 6, and this goes up as minus 23, so it will be 10 raised to minus 29, and here we will have cubic meters, minus 29 cubic meter per mole or per molecule. Cubic meter per molecule will be the volume of each of the methane gas. From this we can calculate, from this volume we can calculate radius of the methane molecule. So radius of methane molecule can be obtained as we have volume equals 4 by 3 pi r cube. We are assuming molecule, each of the molecule of methane to be spherical. So volume of sphere will be equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. So from this we can calculate r cube equals 3v upon 4 pi, or we can have r is equal to 3v upon 4 pi cube root. So this will be 3 into, we have calculated volume as 5.7 into 10 raised to minus 29 divided by 4 into 3.14. This we need to do cube root of this. So this will be giving us 1.36 into 10 raised to minus 29, or we can have it as 13.6 into 10 raised to minus 30. This is, we have to do still cube root of this. So cube root of 13.6 into 10 raised to minus 30, that comes to 2.387 into 10 raised to minus 10 meters. Now this we have got the radius. Now the last step for this will be calculating the area of cross section. So area of cross section of any sphere can be obtained as pi r square. So this sigma will be equal to pi r square. So sigma can be equal to pi is 3.14 and r just now we have calculated as 2.387 into 10 raised to minus 10. So this will be 2.387 into 10 raised to minus 10 meters. And it will be square of this. So this will be giving us 3.14 into 5.70 into 10 raised to minus 20 meter square. This when we calculate it as 5.70 into 3.14, we will be getting it as 17.90 into 10 raised to minus 20 meter square. So this will be the area of cross section of methane molecules. This is how we can calculate the area of cross section. Now if we know the volume of methane gas required for formation of monolayer from the BET experiment, then we can easily calculate the surface area of that particular surface. The surface area of the adsorbent per gram we can easily calculate it by S is equal to X into sigma, where X is number of molecules required for formation of monolayer. So this is how we can calculate the surface areas. A very simple experiment as well as simple calculations we can make it for formation for calculation of area of or surface area of the adsorbent molecules. We have simple examples for you as an assignment. You can try it at home, where in the first problem what we are having is the adsorbent is taken is silica gel, the adsorbate taken is nitrogen gas, and at STP conditions 120 cm cube of nitrogen gas is getting adsorbed on silica gel, and the area of cross section of adsorbent that is adsorbate nitrogen is given as 16.1 into 10 raised to minus 20 meter square. You need to calculate surface area of it, and that surface area can be calculated as X into sigma, where sigma is given to you. X you can calculate it from adsorption at STP. So this is our Vx is being given. From Vx you can calculate this X, and from X you can calculate it surface area as S is equal to X into sigma. Similarly, in the second problem, the adsorbent taken is charcoal, and a gas, unknown gas, is being taken, and this gas was adsorbed as 125 cm cube per gram of charcoal, and the area of cross section of that gas was 14.6 into 10 raised to minus 20 meter square. You need to calculate surface area. The third problem is the adsorbent taken is chromate, Cr2O3, and the nitrogen is adsorbed over it, and 1.35 cm cube of nitrogen is adsorbed per gram at STP conditions, and 16.1 into 10 raised to minus 20 meter square is taken as the area of cross section of each of the nitrogen molecule. So from these two data we have to calculate the surface area as we have done it previously. So try out these problems and give your answers in the comment box. So in comment box, give us the answers along with the problem, that is problem serial number 1, 2 or 3, and your surface area, whatever surface area you are getting it as the comment. Let us see whether you are able to solve these simple problems or not. If you understand the problem solving sessions, then like the videos, comment it, whatever problems you have it. If you have other problems also, you comment it, I'll give you answers for that. Share this video with your friends and subscribe it for further uploads of this kind. So thank you very much.